Hello and welcome everybody to another tutorial from azquiteproductions. So let's continue what we were doing, like tools. I'm sorry that I'm late at posting this video, as I've been trying to make this video. This is like my 24th take. I'd never liked what I made this time. So you see, let's try this time that it works out, and if it doesn't, what can we do then? I have to make it again. So the tool we would be practicing today are spot healing brush tool, patch tool, content aware move tool, and the red eye tool. First of all, so the spot healing brush tool is like used to remove things off from the picture, taking care of the background and the environment. So you see, I can remove any of these footprint using this tool. So healing brush tool does the same, but the difference is that you have to select a source point, also known as the target point, before you do that. So holding down Alt on a PC and Option on a Mac will bring up the select target cursor on your screen, and then you can select your target, for example this, and then you'll see in the circle you can see a preview of what you'll be doing. So like, yeah, that's exactly the same. Patch tool also does exactly the same, but the difference is that you have to make a selection and then move it, instead of like selecting whole. And you see, the place where you move the selection, the current selection changes into that. So like this. So content away move tool is very much similar to the patch tool, but the difference is that here you move things off from the place, not like you change you remove them. So let's move it to like a place here, and then press control. Yeah, you see it got removed from here and got shifted over here. So let's reverse this. Yeah, so the next is the red eye tool. For that I would like to open a new. Yeah, you see, when like sometimes you're taking photos, your eyes come pretty red. So this is tool used to remove that, and like you see, I'll select it over his eyes, and the red color would be gone. Yeah, and yeah, so you see, the next tool we'll be using is the brush tool. Brush tool is used to like paint things over, and also make like good designs. There are many kinds of brush tool. One is the circular type, as you can see. One is this type, different, like it is like painting brush. These all are painting type of brushes, and these are like using. And also we have custom brushes, which you can define by yourself, which would be covered in another video. The pencil tool does the same, and that's the whole of the same work. The color replacement tool replaces the color, and the mixer brush tool mixes two colors which are separated from each other or are over each other. The clone stamp tool is much like the patch tool or the healing brush tool, or most probably healing brush tool. Here also you have to select the target, and you can see the preview in your like what we call it, the cursor, and you can remove the things. The pattern stamp tool is used to put a pattern over your image like this. You can define your own pattern, which are custom defined patterns, and also you can use predefined patterns, which are like this. And the one I did before was custom pattern. Also I'll give you a pretty good example of custom patterns like this. You can create your own, and this too would be covered in another video. So the next is the history brush tool and the hard history brush tool. These are not pretty required, as they like mix of things and they're like some buggy, so we're not gonna use this. So also a shortcut that you should know is the square brackets. The left square bracket decreases the size of the brush, and the right square bracket increases the size of the brush. So this is the eraser tool, which you're going to do now. So There you can also use the painting brushes, the simple round brushes, and the custom defined brushes, which yeah, I'll teach you later how to make your own custom brushes. And the eraser tool erases away the things which you don't want, and like you can also increase and decrease the hardness as like in the what brush tool. And so hard brushes give you this, and soft brushes give you like this, soft edges. So the next tool is the gradient tool and the paint bucket tool. Paint bucket tool, as by its name it suggests, it fills up the color like this, and the gradient tool, it makes a series of color mixing into each other like this. There are 5 types of gradient: the linear gradient, the radial gradient, I guess that's, yeah, and the angle gradient, the reflected gradient, and the diamond gradient. So circular gradient makes circles, angular makes two different angles like this, reflected is just like linear, and diamond makes diamonds. So the next tool is the smudge tool, also the blur and the sharpen tool. Blur tool is used to blur things off like this, as the name suggests, and the sharpen tool is used to enhance the colors of like an object, like as you can see this. And smudge tool is like used to move things away. And the next is the dodge tool, the burn tool, and sponge tool. Dodge tool is like it gives a whitish complexion to the image and like enhances light colors. Burn tool just does just the opposite. Oh, sorry, the dodge tool gives that. I'll leave that. The burn tool does the opposite. It darkens the object and enhances the uh, bright colors, and dodge tool enhances the dark colors. Sponge tool does the mix of both. So like this panel has been covered, and this panel, which has the most of the tools which are very long to explain, like the pen tool and the selection tool, part selection tool. So this will be covered in a whole new video, which would be episode 3 of this part 2. So thanks for taking time and watching this video, and please rate, comment, and subscribe, as it helps out a bunch. Thank you.